Hey, my name is Jamie with Your Guide to Style, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. I am so excited for this episode today because I have 6 questions from you guys. This is my What to Wear Q&A if you're not familiar with it. You guys send me questions with Q&A colon in front of them on my channel on any video you want, and I answer them in this video. So hopefully that brings you guys back, and hopefully all these people will come back and get the answers to their questions. And I just want to say that these are my opinion. I don't claim to be any industry expert. I just love style. I love styling women and helping them feel and look better every day. And I worked in the women's fashion industry for many, many years, and so I learned a lot of the ins and outs of retail and a lot of the ins and outs of what women like and don't like. So just want to say that so you know, these are my opinions. If you don't agree, that's absolutely okay, and I just hope to answer them the best way I can. So let's go ahead and begin. Question number 1 is from Brenda, and she said, I've seen pantyhose that are bare at the toe, thong style. They are to be worn with open-toed shoes or sandals. If the shade is close to one's own, they should be okay, too, right? I have bony legs and knobby knees, and pantyhose is such a help in looking smoother. So we have talked, this is probably the 3rd time that I'll be talking about some type of pantyhose. Last time it was trouser socks. And I know these things were so much easier to wear years ago when they were something that women wore, but now it's just not the thing. But I really think it is okay to wear them. Tights are a thing, and tights are just opaque pantyhose basically. And so I do have to say that I'm not sure about the thong style, have not tried it, but if it works and you can't tell that you have them on and it matches your legs and you cannot see the foot opening where that thong is, or the toe opening, however they do them, which I need to go and check them out because honestly I have never seen them on. But if you try them, which I encourage you to try them, Brenda, if this is something that you think will make you feel better, try them and see if they work, because I think if they're seamless and you can't tell that that is there, then you are totally fine, and I say go for it. But if there's something that if you move a certain way and it slips out, just like some of those no-show socks, it drives me crazy because some of them stick out of the sneaker depending on how it's done, and that kind of stuff just drives me a little crazy. So I just recommend, if it doesn't work, just wear pantyhose and closed-toed shoes. But it's definitely worth a try, so I think you should try it. And if anyone has tried it and loved them, please let Brenda know in the comments below, and maybe a brand that you have used that you like. So question number 2 is from Gina, and it's a really good question, but it's kind of long, so hang tight here. She said, could you talk a little more about pairing different blazer lengths with different length, shape, style, and material skirts? I am finding it difficult to figure out what looks good with pencil skirts versus A-line skirts, knee length versus midi length, wool versus corduroy, jean, or knit. I have several longer length blazers that I wore with skinny jeans, but they don't seem to pair well with any skirt, but maybe a midi slim skirt. Also, whether or not the skirt is more tailored versus casual seems to matter as well. I need some guidance. I love my blazers and love wearing skirts. Also, a little guidance on shoes for different skirts would be helpful as well. Okay, Gina, so I'm going to say that I would like to do a styling video on this, and I want to know anyone who struggles with styling skirts with blazers or even jackets, things like that. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. And you guys know, if you tell me you want to see something, I will give it to you. But I really need to do a longer styling video on this. But I am going to give you some tips, Gina, because I do think your thought process is correct. I do think that slimmer skirts do look better with the longer blazers, and the reason why that looks good is the same reason why skinny jeans look good with a longer blazer, because it actually provides some shape and silhouette underneath that blazer. So there's separation between the blazer and your outfit underneath, so you can tell there's shape and a silhouette under there. When you get a wider pant or wider jean on and you have a longer blazer, it gets to where it looks like one piece, you look a little blobby and you look like you have no shape. And so that's kind of the idea behind it. So you are correct, that does look better. And if you want to do fuller skirts, then I say go for a shorter jacket or a shorter blazer. You can even find a crop blazer, but I usually do like moto jackets and denim jackets with my fuller skirts or my fuller dresses that I have on. So anything that's full at the bottom, just so it doesn't get too long and give too much coverage and make you look what I'm calling a little blobby. I don't know any other word for it, but I do think slimmer skirts. And I think when you're dressing casual and then you're dressing a little more dressed up, I do think certain blazers can look good with both, but some blazers only look good with one or the other. So it really depends on the styling of your blazer, if it's more casual oriented or if it's more dressy oriented. The more tailored it is to me, the more dressy it goes. So something that you would wear with a suit, you would probably dress up a little bit more. Something that you would buy that you think this would be awesome with jeans, there's no matching bottoms, it's just one of those, like a knit blazer or a polyester blazer, something that would go with just about anything, then I think that's better with your casual. And as far as lengths go, if you're doing it with casual skirts, I do think shorter lengths will look better with fuller skirts. So that is my thought process on it, which is why it does look better with skinny jeans, because you have that silhouette underneath. And I do think maxi length skirts are great too with longer blazers. They just don't need to be too full. So the midi skirts to me are perfect, because even an A-line midi doesn't get too flowy, but sometimes when you get a maxi it does. But if you did a maxi and did a shorter blazer or a shorter like moto jacket or something over it, over the outfit, it would look really good. I like maxi dresses with moto jackets, and I do like them with blazers as well, just a little bit shorter. So I wouldn't go anywhere past maybe like at your hip line or just a little bit past. Anything longer than that can start to make you look a little frumpy or a little blobby. And as far as shoes, I think shoes do matter when you're putting them with different skirts. And I think that there should be, when you're wearing midi or shorter skirts, knee length, things like that, I think there needs to be some separation between those, unless you're doing like an over the knee to get coverage. Then I think that sometimes works with a shorter dress that might meet the boots. And I've seen both looks and I like them both. But I do think separation looks a little bit better, especially if you have booties or, you know, a knee-high boot on, something like that. I think they look best with a little bit of separation. And, you know, if you're doing a maxi, I don't think that really matters, because a maxi is going to cover them anyway. But if you're doing something a little fuller, then chunkier shoes will work. If you're doing something slimmer, I think the shoe needs to be a little bit slimmer. So I've seen people wear, you can do like a midi skirt that's A-line and a chunky like combat boot, but you need to have something that brings that together on top, like a moto jacket or something a little chunkier on top to help balance that out. So when you're picking your shoes, you just really need to think about balance. And sometimes that means thinking about the toe box and the sole, how chunky that is, and then how chunky the heel is. There's a lot of block heels and then there's stiletto heels. So when you're doing a little more streamlined, a little more fitted, things like that, then a slimmer shoe looks better. And then if you're doing casual and you've got a little bit chunkier outfit on, then the chunkier can look a little bit better. So I hope that is helping. And those are just generic things that come to my mind about styling, things that you can think about that will help you. And I will definitely try to do a video. I will especially do it if you guys tell me you want to see that, because I do think that that kind of styling is a little bit more difficult. And I'm a blazer girl. I love blazers, and I do sometimes put them with skirts, but I do think that length matters, and I think you're on the right track. So question number 3 is from Linda, and she asks, you have filmed videos about Walmart clothing. Would you rate the difference in quality and fit between discount clothing and higher price clothing that you might find at Nordstrom? So this is really hard for me to say, because I don't think that the Walmart clothing can even compare to clothing that you would find at Nordstrom, because there is, you have to think about quality versus price. And even at Nordstrom, quality versus price, just because they're charging $500 for it doesn't mean the quality is there. So I think either way, you have to rate everything based on whether it fits well. One, that's the biggest thing in my mind about quality, is was the garment made to fit well? If it's not, then it's not worth any price you pay to me. Are the materials good? Is it sewn well? Those other two things are very important. And so I always look at what the garment is made out of. And, you know, a lot of people are going to sustainable things, and a lot of people are using cottons and stuff like that. And I love it, because I feel like cotton and cotton blends are just really good and better than some of your synthetics, because they breathe and they're just easy. They may not be the easiest to wash sometimes if they shrink, but you just have to take a little bit more care of them. And that is across the board anywhere. And so if I were to rate the difference in them, it would really have to depend on, like, the brands that I've tested at Walmart, I thought were decent quality, probably even better quality than what they were charging. If those same items were at Nordstrom and they were charging way more for them, I wouldn't think that they were the quality that they were trying to charge for them, if that makes sense. And I do think higher quality pieces have a better fit. They have better materials, and the longevity of the garment is better. So even your medium price points like J. Crew and Loft, like I love Loft tops. I have one on now. And to me, their quality is really good, but I don't usually shop full price at those. I usually shop at their discounted prices. And to me, that is, their quality is worth that to me. If I were to have to pay more for it, I'd probably say maybe not, unless it was something I really loved, or their denim or something I knew that was going to last a long time in my closet. So I really think it's going to depend on what they're charging for it. And if you're looking for trendier pieces and you know you're only going to wear it for a short period of time, then there's really no need to spend a lot of money on it, I don't think. So places like Walmart having the more fast fashion brands, I think that's a good place to look for that. And the quality, in my mind, would be what they're worth, what it's worth by what they're charging. And then if I were to go to Nordstrom and buy something, one, I really need to love it. I really need to think it's going to last me a while, and it's going to be worth every penny that I pay for it. So that is how I feel about quality. I think it just really is in relation to price versus fit and materials and all of that. And so I don't know if that really helps you, but if I were to rate Walmart, I would say they're doing a dang good job with their quality compared to what they're charging. So, and then Nordstrom, sometimes it goes either way, or any other department store that carries high-end items. You know, I'm a big Golden Goose fan. I'll pay $500 for a pair of sneakers because I know I'm going to wear them forever, and I absolutely love them. So that's me personally. Someone else might go, that's really stupid. I don't think you should, but they're made in Italy. They're the best sneakers I've ever had. And the way they make them and the construction of them and the materials, to me, is worth every penny. So it really is going to be a personal thought process from you and how long you're going to keep it. Like, I spend more money on handbags, so I will carry that handbag for a long time. So I think those are some of the things that you have to consider when you're thinking about quality. Okay, so question number 4 is from Heather. And Heather asked, what are some fun ways to style some white lug sole lace-up booties mid-calf? Thank you. They were the J. Crew Gwen lace-up tall combat boot, and these were so cute. I looked them up. I couldn't find the white, but I found an ivory, I think a brown and a black, but this is a great looking boot. I love it. And so the suggestions that I wrote down just off the top of my head before I started this video, one is a midi denim skirt, and a sweatshirt or a sweater would be really cute with those. I know your legs might get a little cold in the winter, but I just love that. You could actually put on some some cute tights or something with it just to be a little crazy. But you could do those boots, lace them up over some legging jeans or just some leggings, some black leggings, tuck them in and lace them up, put a graphic tee on and a boyfriend blazer. That would be really cute. You could do some kick flare jeans and just a fun top or sweater or something, maybe something with a balloon sleeve, because I mean, these are pretty chunky, so you can have some fun with whatever you wear on top. A sweater dress, I think, would be really great. Sweater dress, tights, and those. You could do a long, flowy maxi dress with a moto jacket. I think that would look amazing. And then I love the white button down and sweater vest combo. You could do a cool combo with that, skinny jeans and those boots. And those are all of my suggestions for those outfits. And I think they would be great with those. I love the white combat boots. I think they're fun and they are a little bit out there. And I think that means that you can have some fun and you can wear some things on top that are a little bit out there. And I think that these things would pair really well with them. All right, so we're on question number 5, and it's from Linda, and she asked, have you any tips on how to wear button-down shirts with a big bust? And y'all, I know this is really difficult with button-down shirts. There was a time where I could not wear button-down shirts either, and I think it was because my shoulders were broad. I may have been a little bit bigger, a little bit bustier, I don't know, but at one time in my life, button-down shirts never worked, and I really love them. And so the things that I have to say, you might go, oh, I don't want to do that, but you know what? These are just options for you. But the first thing that came to my mind was what I used to do is I just used to find a really pretty kind of lacy or just plain camisole, and you can unbutton it to where it pulls in the bust area. And just unbutton that one button and have that and just make a cute outfit out of it. And if you did the lace cami, it looks a little more purposed as opposed to layering it so you're not trying to show anything. And, if you make it look like it's put together like an outfit and you thought about it, then no one will question it. And then you can also buy them and have them altered. We used to do that a lot where I worked. If you love a button down, go a size up and then have someone take in the sides for you, and you can even do the length of the sleeve. And you really need to love it to go through that effort level because it will cost a little bit, but you know what? It's definitely worth it if it's something that you will wear for long periods of time. And there are different cuts that are available at different retailers, so I just say keep trying. And if you've tried one brand, go to another. Like Banana Republic has a couple of different style button downs. One's a little bit slimmer fit, the other one's a little bit fuller. And so you can always, if you like the slimmer fit, you could always go with the fuller and then just have the sides taken in a little bit if you want a little bit more shape, and that does work. So I know that that's not easy with button downs, and I think if you tried some of these things that they would actually work for you. And if anyone else has any thoughts on this, if you have a larger bust or have trouble with button downs, let us know in the comments below what you have done. And there may be a manufacturer out there, I don't know, I'll have to research it, that actually makes button downs for larger busted women. And when I sit down to do this, if I find it, I will link it in the description below, because I want to say I remember somebody doing something like that. So if I can get my hands on it, I will put it in the description below. So Linda, make sure you look in the description. So question number 6, which is the last question today, is from Kyle. And she said, please tell me why most brands, Loft, Talbots, has the majority of their pants in cropped. I have short legs and I also have an aversion to cropped anything. I think it generally is unflattering because it makes your legs look shorter. I am older, maybe that's why, but I'm also an inverted triangle, and cropped rarely looks good on me except in summer with a 2-inch sandal. And I agree, cropped, I think if you have shorter legs and you're wearing cropped, it's better to put on a heel because it will lengthen your legs. But to me, I'm not sure why you see a lot of cropped out there, and a lot of them are wide leg or straight leg. And I think the reason why you see a lot of the same styles in smaller retailers like Loft and Talbot's, and this is just my opinion, but I think it's probably because of manufacturing. I mean, you have to think about it. If they create 5 different styles, they have to have 5 different fit models that they create that fit on, and then they have to make it, so they have to figure out all the measurements, and then they have to actually get it into manufacturing. If you're manufacturing one style in all different fabrics, then that's a whole lot cheaper than 5 different styles in a whole bunch of fabrics. When you have smaller retailers, a lot of the times you will see a lot of the same styles available in a season, and then if they don't do well, they will go away. I mean, that's like one year we sold a ton of corduroy. The next year we bought a ton of corduroy and we didn't sell any of it. So, you know, if people don't change with the times and just stick to the same thing, a lot of times, hopefully we will see a change. But I honestly don't know exactly why, but I do think that if you want something that's not cropped and you're not finding it there, just try, like department stores can get other brands in, or try a retailer that might be focusing more on an ankle length, and then you can find some full length, but not a lot of them. So, but I think if you were to expand your shopping, which I know is kind of a pain, because, you know, we all have places that we really like to shop, but try a department store, try a place that you can find more options. I hope that is helpful. If any of you know places that you have found great stuff that's not cropped, maybe ankle or full length, let us know in the comments below. With my experience, I don't buy a lot of pants because I don't wear a lot of pants. I usually buy leggings or joggers and jeans, just because I don't have a need for pants. But I do think pants in any styles that fit really well are really hard to find when I've tried to help people search for them. Banana Republic was always a place that I thought did really well on their pants. So I don't know if you've tried there. You could try there, and then just try some department stores and see if you can find some that are not cropped that are in a style that you like. Okay, so that is all 6 questions for today. Thank you guys for putting those questions on my video with the Q&A colon in front of them. And if you have any other ones, please add them below. Add them to my other videos. I have 3 gift guides out for you guys if you have not seen them. One is a beauty gift guide. The other is like an ultimate girly gift guide. And then I just put out a tech and more gift guide for your significant other, brother, dad, whoever. But if you need gifts for Christmas, then these are the perfect gift guides. So I hope you will check them out. And I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow and have a Merry Christmas. I know it's far down the road, but this holiday season is going to be fun. We're actually getting together with family this year, and I'm so excited. So I hope you guys are too. And thank you for your questions. Thank you for watching my videos. If you're new around here, keep up with me by hitting that subscribe button and the little bell to get notifications. And I would also love a thumbs up on this video if you guys liked it and enjoyed it, and a comment. If you have anything to add to any of these that I didn't mention, please do so. And if you have a Q&A colon question that you want to put on there, add that in front of your comment. So thank you guys so much and have a great day.